the sea of eternity. If you see an oyster, bring it back for me. If no pearl we find, we'll leave the meat alive, and let the aphrodisiac react between our minds, between our minds, between our minds. Plunge into the...
Okay, so you guys, are we ready? Where is Byron, by the way? Byron?
He's at the bar.
He's at the bar. He is here. Oh, Byron, it's time to come onto the stage, all right? So please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, the one, the only, Byron Bertram.
Thank you. Oh man, thank you very much for coming to my show. This is great. I thought nobody was gonna come, but now, and I was worried about it. But now you came, so I could worry about other shit. So that's good. So thank you very much for being here. My name is, for those of you who know me or don't know me, my name is Byron. I'm from Vancouver, rated one of the most beautiful cities in the world. May have heard of it. It is a beautiful city. It's gorgeous. Got the mountains, got the ocean. But what the postcards don't tell you is that it rains like fucking biblically 2/3 of the year. Yeah, it's like a supermodel that won't stop crying. Alright? A few months of the year, she's gorgeous. But the rest of the time, she's just an emotional basket case that drags you into her never-ending seasonal depression. But we got no reason to bitch about the weather in Vancouver. You guys would know that. Because compared to the rest of the country, you know, we're quite mild. You know, climate, we are. That's why we have so many homeless people, because they don't die. Right, but compared to the rest of the country, you know, it's just like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, because the rest of the country, 2/3 of the year, it's like the other side of the wall on Game of Thrones. Right, it's like a Russian gulag with less culture and more Tim Hortons. And when the rest of the country's in the middle of a deep freeze, we're just power walking around the ocean side in the middle of January in our Lululemon yoga attire, being like, it's 12 degrees and overcast. I'm sad. Facebook update. We're the most unapproachable, self-righteous, materialistic people in the country. We're assholes. We're complete assholes. And I'm one of them. I am. We look down on anybody who doesn't live there. We're just like, where do you live? Saskatchewan? Enjoy your space and disposable income, asshole. Because I live in a 10-square-foot, $3,400 a month apartment with my soy latte, my handbag dog, and my sense of self-entitlement. Don't talk to me. You're not even on my Dragon Boat team. Fuck you. It's a very expensive city, Vancouver. It's one of the most expensive cities in the world. It is. It's disgusting, man. For what you get. There's no middle class there. You're either super wealthy or you're homeless. It's like yuppie meets junkie. You see both. You see somebody shooting up while begging on the Bluetooth. Can you spare $412 so I can do Bikram yoga for 5 months? Is this crystal meth organic? No, I only smoke free-range crack. It's a beautiful city, though. I live in a very, very gay neighborhood. It's one of the gayest neighborhoods in the country. My neighborhood's so gay, you literally walk on rainbows when you cross the street. And living in a gay neighborhood has taught me something interesting. That is, for every girl who has swiped left of me on Tinder, there was 5 overweight homosexual men just waiting for a piece of this shit. Right? For every girl that's ghosted me, there's some guy with an ironic Taliban beard and denim cutoffs and work boots just fucking waiting to pick up the slack, because I am hashtag bear candy. So you ladies better pick up your game, because daddy's got fucking options. I'm not gay, but I'm getting pretty fucking impatient. It's a very multicultural place, Vancouver. They say, per person, it is the most multicultural city in North America. It is true. Everybody you talk to in Vancouver is from somewhere else. It's amazing. Everybody you talk to in Vancouver is from somewhere else. It's like, where are you from? Hong Kong, 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 where are you from? Winnipeg, but originally Hong Kong. What's your favorite movie? King Kong. What's your favorite game? Ping pong. We can edit that last part. Did I give enough time? Okay. It's a very multicultural place. I went to a very multicultural school. Very multicultural school. I was one of the few white kids there. I went to a very Asian school. My school was so multicultural that whenever a white kid's name was in the honor roll, the high school principal reading the honor roll just acted like he smelled a fart in an elevator. He'd be like, we have some wonderful students who achieved honor roll status at your Charles Tupper Secondary. Their names are as follows: Saquinder Ball, Geeta Bindi, Quang Bowie, Tommy Chu, Minnie Chu, Bob Cooper, really? Harbinder Dhaliwal, Lisa Hung, Nancy Hung, Iqbal Jawal, Farouk Jiwa, Doug Jones, fuck off, no way. Albert Lee, Benson Lee, Cindy Lee, David Lee, Edwin Lee, Francis Lee, Gary Lee, Harry Lee, Larry Lee, Lawrence Lee, Lorenzo Lee, Lazarus Lee, Lee Lee Lee, so many Lees. I'm exaggerating. None of the white kids made the honor roll. I got picked on a lot in school because I was one of the few white kids there. I wasn't very academic. I was a little overweight. I felt like a black sheep except the opposite color. And I got picked on so much. Chinese kids made fun of me so much. Especially this one kid, David Luong. I still have emotional scar tissue. Every day you'd be like, oh, Byron, ooh, made you flinch, Byron, ooh, Byron, ha, ha, ooh. What's that? Byron didn't do his homework, Byron didn't do his homework. Say, tumble, say. You're gonna fail your math exam, fat boy. You're gonna have to go to summer school now, stupid guaylo. Stupid, so stupid, boy. Did I got one? One more for you, sir. What? You know, kids can be assholes in school, right? Fucking assholes. But ESL kids aren't just assholes, they're just weird. Because they don't know all the words. So they're hurtful and it's just bizarre. Let's be like, hey, Byron, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. I'm doing better. I fucked your dog-faced mom with chicken. It's hurtful and confusing. School was a lonely time for me. I'm sure it was for a lot of people. It was very lonely for me because I felt like I was alone at school and I felt like I was alone at home. I did. I grew up, I'm an only child, and I was raised by irresponsible hippie artist parents. They were too young to have me. But it wasn't their fault. I was an accident, like a lot of us were, I'm sure. My mom has no shame in talking to anybody about it. It's like, Byron's father and me were drunk on homemade red wine, listening to Ray Charles, and the first time he touched me, my diaphragm slipped in. That's how he was born. I'm like, Mom, stop talking to this bus driver. Some embarrassing shit. The combination of my manic depressive artist mother and my alcoholic jazz musician father just made me yearn for like responsibility, rules, and structure, but instead it just gave me like crippling obsessive compulsive disorder. I don't know if anybody here has OCD. You know, if you do clap 17 times. I think this guy gave up after 12. I think he has OCD and ADHD. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I like brick. If you don't know what OCD is, it's weird. I'll explain OCD in a simple way. Basically, OCD is like my brain has a best friend. And my brain's best friend is my mind. But my mind, terrible best friend, doesn't have my brain's best interest. It's like a house guest that overstays its welcome and never cleans up after himself. Could you be like, yo, how's it going, Brant? It's your mind. How's it going? It's going good. Great. Do you mind if I crash on your couch for a couple days? It's like, yeah, no problem. Great. I'm going to stay there for 38 years. I'm going to light the curtains on fire and take a shit on the carpets. No panic, be miserable, fucking hooray. It's like, how come you have an English accent? I don't know. I'm random and whimsical at best. Now, quick. Check the stove 4 times, wear the same socks for a week, and for no reason, convince yourself you have AIDS. For those who didn't laugh, you have AIDS. Yeah, punish them for not laughing. Give them AIDS with your words. That's how it's transmitted. OCD is a terrible thing. It's terrible, especially when you're going through puberty. Going through puberty is a tough time. You throw OCD on top of puberty, oh, it's a terrible combination. It's like trying to calm a crying baby by playing German techno and giving it LSD. And OCD is a weird thing, you know, because you don't choose what to worry about. Your mind sets the agenda. You know what I'm talking about? It's like an emotional terrorist that just randomly makes you worry about bullshit. They'd be like, yo, brain, yeah, how's it going? Good. No, it's not going good. Guess what? Today you've got stomach cancer. It's like, I think I just ate too fast. No, I know how to use Google MD. You got stomach cancer. Just be like, you're right, mind. Good boy, worry. Anything that set it off. And if you're a teenager, you don't have coping skills, oh, that's terrible. One time my mom just said an off the cuff comment. She just goes like, do you ever think you might be gay? And I was 13. I'm like, no, I like girls. But then my mind is like, maybe your mother knows you better than you know yourself. After all, you're 13. Maybe you wake up tomorrow and you'll be gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but who knows how it starts. You wake up tomorrow and you're gay. Better worry. The fact that you're worried means you might be gay. Worry. I'm like, shit, but I'm not gay. I'm attracted to girls. Look at Catherine McCarthy in science class. I just want to grab her and have my way with her. Well, that's creepy. Maybe you're a sex offender. You're not gay, but now you're a sex offender. Oh my God, I'm a terrible person because I have a crush on this girl. The only thing that'd be worse is if I push that guy in front of a bus. Yeah, now you're a murderer. I'm giving your mind a promotion again. Worry some more. It just escalated. It's a terrible thing. So when I was 17, I went on Prozac. And Prozac, within a short period of time, kind of calmed my anxiety and my worries by at least 50-75%. Kind of saved my life. Prozac prevented me from being a gay, sex-offending murderer, and that's why drugs are awesome. You know what's funny, though? There's like a taboo when it comes to prescription medication for mental health. There's a real taboo. And I got a lot of friends that give me shit about it. A lot of holistic friends that give me shit about it. Know-it-alls would be like, Byron, are you on Prozac? That shit is terrible. I'm not a doctor, but I'm a hippie, so I know best. Okay? Seriously, if you want your head to be clear of all that negative energy, what you just need to do, okay, is join an African drum circle, do some yoga, namaste out the bad energy, and swallow cum. Works for me. That's a mixed reaction. Half you are just like, that's funny, and half you are like, you're an asshole. I swallow cum. All right. I'm not saying Prozac is the be-all, end-all. I'm not. It's kind of, sort of putting a Band-Aid over a bullet hole. But you know what? Hey, I have my different ways, organic ways of helping my mental health. I do. Besides Prozac, I'm also an alcoholic. It's hard not being an alcoholic doing comedy. But that's true, you know what? People say it. If you're an alcoholic, drink wine. Because people don't think you're an alcoholic when you drink wine. They just think you're classy. Right? Because if you know any wine notes, it makes you sound sexy. You can't do that with beer. You can't be like, this is a gorgeous 2012 Bud Light. It's flat, it's warm, and there's a cigarette butt floating in it. No, hands off, I'm saving this 24-pack of Old Milwaukee for a very special occasion. Like when I get in my year 10 and finish growing my mullet, or as the French call it, a moulin. I was at a wine tasting, and the wine tasting, they were playing a UFC fight. It was really weird. You had a bunch of these pretentious wine tasters, and they had a bunch of these aggro UFC fans. I want to see both. UFC wine guy be like, yo buddy, check it out. Check it out. The expressive tannins in this Cabernet Sauvignon is totally like harsh rock on my fucking palate, buddy. Fuck yeah. Last night, me and my crew kicked down some mailboxes and sculled down a bottle of Grand Cru Chardonnay from the French Alps of fucking Bordeaux. It gave me like an aroma smackdown and notes of lemon, cedar, and passion fruit. I'm also getting some smoky, subtle undertones of honey and tobacco, buddy. Fuck yeah. Yo, big dog, you drinking the Chilean Shiraz? It's got a great ground game, eh? Saturday night, it's totally gonna make that 2013 Argentinian Malbec choke out like a bitch. Buddy, you having a beer? I'm having a rosé, fag. You have no idea how long it took me to memorize that script. Look at you pandering for an applause break. I know what you're doing. Alcohol doesn't work with some people, though. It doesn't. I think when I get drunk, I'm an awesome guy. I've been told, yeah, you're really great when you're drunk. Some people, they just can't do it. The brain chemistry and alcohol, they don't match. I have a friend, he's a genius, and after 2-3 drinks, he's like an autistic potato. What he'll do, I never meet a guy like this, what he'll do, he'll hit on women, he'll insult them, and then to make things funnier, he'll offer the girl a high five, like they achieved something awesome together. It's amusing to me, but it's pathetic. He'd be like, hey lady, you're kind of fat, but hey, I'd still do you. High five. Hey, you got beautiful blue eyes like the ocean, but one of them's bigger than the other. High five. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Is that why you're in a wheelchair? High five. Don't make it your friend, that was you. But girls can be just as bad, especially in Australia. Oh my God. Aggressive women there when they drink. This one girl, when I was in Australia, she was hitting on me and picking a fight with me. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Multitasking at its best. She's like, oh, you? American bloke? I'm like, oh, I'm Canadian. Shut up. Alright. You got nice eyes, you piece of shit. Thanks, I guess. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. And you fuck me like the tiny, limp dick, fuckwit piece of shit you are, mate. It's like, listen, lady, I don't know who you are, but it's 2:30 in the afternoon and we're in a bank. Are you gonna approve me for this mortgage or what? High five. It's hard not drinking though, doing comedy. It's hard not being an alcoholic as a comedian. You know, comedy and alcoholism go together like soldiers and PTSD or white liberals and guilt. You know, it's hard. It's hard not drinking. Because a lot of times as an unknown comedian, you only get offered alcohol. You don't get money. you get offered a couple drinks. So then you say to yourself, if I let these drinks go to waste, I'm not getting paid. You know? Plus, there's starving alcoholics in Africa. I'd feel terribly guilty if these drinks went to waste. I can't let these 2 lukewarm domestic drafts poured from dirty taps just fucking sit there. No, because I'm a professional and I want to get paid. But then after the show, somebody might be like, hey, good job, let me buy you a drink. And that's why you do comedy to begin with. Validation from strangers, because you're needy and broken as fuck. But then after you have a drink with this person, you say, you know what, I don't want to be a freeloader, so I better buy him a drink. And while I'm at it, I gotta buy myself a drink. Now I had 4 drinks. All of a sudden the girl's like, hey, that was really funny. Now she didn't offer to buy me a drink, but if I offer to buy her a drink, something might happen. And while I'm at it, I gotta buy myself a drink. You ever see a girl drink and the guy's not? Oh, just looks kind of rapey, doesn't it? I don't want to look like that, so I better buy myself a drink. Before I know it, I was planning on having 2 drinks and had 10 drinks, and it's a Monday, and I'm spilling out of a cab to get a falafel at 3 in the morning. You ever see somebody eat a falafel at 3 in the morning after 10 drinks? It doesn't look like somebody eating food. It looks like a great white shark eating a baby seal in slow motion. It's horrific. It's something that should only be seen on the Discovery Channel. I think you know you're an alcoholic when you start hanging out with bad people just because they're nice to you. You see some stranger who looks sketchy, you'd be like, hey, how's it going, buddy? You don't recognize him, you're like, good. How are you doing, man with neck tattoos and no pupils? You'd be like, good, just got out of prison, did 8 months for lighting a cat on fire. Like, this guy is a fucking creep. And he's like, I saw you perform about a year ago. You were hilarious. Can I buy you a drink? You know what? I take that back. This guy's all right. Alcohol, though, isn't my biggest addiction. I think my biggest addiction is my phone. How many people are addicted to their phone? Yeah? A few of you? The rest of you are like, what? I thought this was a pokey spot. I'm addicted to my phone. I won't lie about it. When my battery dies, I feel like I lost a fucking limb. I do. I'm so addicted to my phone. People are just like, get off your phone. You know the government could track you? I'm like, oh my God, that's great. I could use all the followers I could get. I think the biggest moment where I knew I was addicted to my phone, I was on Instagram. I was texting at the same time, listening to my iTunes. I was riding a bike. I get hit by a car. And the biggest tragedy to me was once I posted a picture of the accident on Facebook, I only got 15 likes. That's tragic shit, right? Isn't that tragic? I'm scared of flying. I'm so scared of flying. I'm not afraid of crashing, it's just there's no coverage. Right? Oh, I flew to England, I was having a nervous breakdown. I'm like, oh man, come on man, give me some Wi-Fi. Just 1 bar, I'll suck your dick. Daddy needs to check his Twitter. I prefer blowjobs to sex because at least my hands are free. It's terrible. Some of these are jokes, people, by the way. You should know that. Thank you very much. That looks great for the film. Your condescending, creepy, fake laughter. Fuck you. Well, that's why I do comedy to begin with. Laughter from people. And I think I'm really distracted on my phone because I like to be distracted, right? If I just sit still, even if I go on vacation, I feel worried. My mind takes control. I feel like I need always something to distract me. And that's why I got into comedy. Laughter, distract myself with laughter. And laughter feels good. It's how I got out of fights in school. I became the class clown. But making kids laugh is different than making strangers laugh. Comedy attracts a disproportionate amount of socially awkward, neurotic, Asperger's-ridden societal rejects that night after night need constant validation from half-drunk strangers. And if you don't laugh, it sucks. Yeah, feels like you're performing at an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting in reverse. No support, tons of booze. Well, the weird thing about doing comedy for a while is, you know, some people, they enjoy the show, but they don't laugh. Instead of laughing, they just sit in the dark, smiling at the comedian, non-stop, like a creepy German tourist. No matter how funny you think I am, all you're doing is just sitting there going, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy everything you're saying, but I will give you nothing to work with. You think you are doing badly, but now you are doing very well. I like you very much, but you will never know. Continue to say the words with your face so that make me love you silently. While I watch you sweat on stage, to no laughter, contemplating your career options and life purpose. Schadenfreude, wunderbar, das Otto. It's funny, some people don't even laugh and they don't even smile, but they still enjoy the show. They're just emotionally dead inside. You know what I'm talking about, sir? My dad's like this. My dad's a weird audience. When he thinks something's funny, doesn't laugh, doesn't even smile. He just stares at the comedian like he's looking directly into the sun. And when something hits him he really likes, he'll just be like, nice! I like that! On the inside, I'm laughing my fucking head off. But on the outside, I'm just gonna stare at him like an Amish villager looking at an iPad. Laughter's a weird thing, scientifically. It's one of the only things where we express how we feel after we felt it. You know, like, that's funny. We don't do that with other emotions. You know, like, you got a problem? You want to go outside? You're fucking dead, motherfucker. That's angry. That girl at the bus stop is hot. That's horny. That's creepy. How come she has an Adam's apple? That's confusion. Why did I sleep with her? That's regret. Thank you for laughing. That's a relief. I love doing comedy. What I hate about doing comedy is talking to people about the business of comedy sometimes. Because sometimes I'll get really stupid questions asked to me. It's always after some terrible show in a small, creepy town. Guy be like, hey, good show, man. Have you ever thought about doing late night American TV? I'm like, no, I never thought about it. I only thought about performing for 10 bikers on a pool table in front of a TV that's still on. My dreams have been achieved. So I wouldn't ask that question to anybody else. What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm homeless. Oh, have you ever thought about having like resources or shelter? Because that's an equally cruel question. The question I get asked a lot is somebody goes, oh, so do you have like a comedy agent? I'm like, no, I don't have one. And they go, why not? I'm like, well, because nobody knows who I am, and working for 15% of 2 drinks is a terrible career option. Well, because I live in Vancouver, I don't know if you know this, but Vancouver is the 3rd biggest film center in North America. They call it Hollywood North. And because I live in Vancouver and I'm a comedian, I'm also an actor. Yeah. That's right. Anybody else here unemployed? We got some artists in the audience. The thing about being an actor, though, is it gives me a lot of self-body image issues. Because I don't know if you believe this, but I don't audition for leading handsome men parts, no. I audition for really unattractive parts. Like, you know, I'm attractive enough to play ugly in Hollywood, but it's still deflating. Like, some of the things I've auditioned for, the names literally are depressed garbage man, obese small-town cop, depressed, obese, creepy, afternoon strip club door guy 2. That one didn't even have any lines. What's even more depressing is not auditioning for the part, but I've actually booked the part. Because you know there's a director and a producer looking at a screen being like, you know what? I'm looking for a fat, disgusting, really fucking horrible looking piece of shit. This guy is fucking perfect. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, and it's true. For a fat fuck, I'm in great shape. Thank you. For an ugly man, I'm quite handsome. For me, my self-body image issues, it's all about what the mirror tells me. Because sometimes the mirror will be like, hey. And I'll be like, hey. And I'll be like, you been working out? I'll be like, yeah, I have been a little bit. It's like, you look good. I'm like, really? Yeah. Starting to see some definition in your triceps. I'm like, thank you very much. All right. But then that same night, I'll be in the washroom, and the mirror will be like, hey. I'll be like, hey. I'll be in my underwear. I'll be like, you been drinking gravy all day, you piece of shit. You look like a dirty, used German sausage salesman. He'll be like, you're such an asshole. Oh, I'm an asshole? You're the one who keeps flossing your teeth and popping your zits this close to my face? Let alone I mention the occasional time you bring a girl home, you have sex with her, and you look at me for validation. That is some creepy fucking shit. I've never been that good with girls. Never had. That's not the joke, though. Thanks for the validating laughter. Yeah, no, the reason I think I haven't been that good with girls is because my self-esteem, because my mind. My mind makes me second-guess myself a lot with the opposite sex. Because the thing is, I overthink stuff, and I'm a sensitive guy. And as a man, it's hard approaching girls. Because you're told two things. You're told at an early age as a man, you know what? You got to make the first move. But then you're also told at an early age, you know what? Don't talk to strangers. So you see a cute girl and you think, I'm going to say hi. I'm going to say hi. But then your mind is like, don't leave her alone. She's too pretty. Don't be creepy. She'll shoot you down. Shut up. Leave her alone. And I'll be like, yeah, fuck it. But then my mind will be like, don't talk to her, you chicken shit. Grow some balls. Be a man. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Say hello. Don't be a pussy. If you don't say hello, I'll make you regret it. Yeah, I will say hi. Don't change my mind again. Don't say hello. If you say hello, she'll call the police. You'll be arrested. You'll be somebody's bitch, merely for talking to a lady. Shit, you're right. I won't talk to her. No, talk to her. You're funny. Women like funny men. Yeah, I am funny. You're not that funny. If you're really funny, more people would have showed up. If you're really funny, you'd be performing on television. Oh, wait a sec, it's Canada. That wouldn't fucking matter anyway. Oh. Some of you were like, how dare you insult the CBC? I hope Heartland lasts forever. It's hard approaching girls, though. It is sometimes. Because a lot of times, girls don't like compliments from strange men. I don't blame them. And I don't want to be another statistic of creepy man just talking to girls. Sometimes I try to say a nice compliment, but the girl takes it wrong. You'd be like, hey, nice necklace. She'll be like, yeah, I got it at the dollar store, back off. And you're like, oh. And then you feel bad. Because what I said was nice necklace. But what she heard was, hi, I'm a stranger. Could I put things in you? I don't want to be like that, right? It's horrible. I had a friend of mine, she was just like, how would you like it if a girl just looked at you like a piece of meat all the time? And on behalf of all men, I think that'd be an awesome change of pace. Because at least that way I would know what it feels like to be attractive. That was a very awkward laugh. And I'm not sure why. I didn't lose my virginity till I was like 19 years old. But it's cool, I was saving my virginity for somebody who would have sex with me. I lost my virginity in Australia, actually. That's cool. And if anybody's made love to an Australian, oh my God, it's like hearing the voice of an angel. And to my ears, it sounds like, I'll fuck ye. Yeah, then you like a wild dingo cover. Oh, you sweet as I reckon. Oh, you heaps good, mate. Oh, you fucking no worries, fuck ye. And then I realized she wasn't having an orgasm. She was just singing the Australian national anthem. I used to be so insecure with girls, you know? I'm in my late 30s, but when I was in my early 20s, I was so neurotic. My mind always took control. The more attractive a girl was to me, the more paranoid I'd get. I'd be like, why is this girl looking at me? Is she actually into me? She's not looking at me. She's looking at somebody else. She's looking at me. Does she work for the government? What the fuck does she want? What does she want? Oh, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. This is your big chance. Don't fuck this up. Shit, I hope I don't screw this up. Oh my God, we're making out. I'm gonna shit my pants. This is going too well. We're going back to her place. There's no way we're gonna have sex. Oh my God, I'm inside her. Is this consensual? She's smiling. Worry. That's a risky joke to do, people. It's a risky joke to do. Yeah, I'm pretty mental. Here's one thing I notice I do. I love feeling guilty about something. This is what I just realized. And then after I feel guilty about something, I feel angry about the same thing. And then I go full circle and feel guilty about the thing I feel angry about that I initially felt guilty about. Like, let's just say you're at a supermarket, okay? You're in a supermarket and there's a long lineup behind you. And at the last second, the cashier is just like, do you want to donate $2 for famine? And you look at the cashier, and you look at the lineup, and you look at the cashier, and you look at the lineup, and you're like, I'd rather have a Snickers. Right? You've been there. So you walk in there, and you think, you know what? For the price of this chocolate bar, I could have helped end famine. Maybe $2 is all they needed to finally be over. But I denied that from happening just because I want to stuff my face with empty calories. Oh, I feel so guilty. Oh, I'm an asshole. I'm so self-serving. I'm such a selfish piece of shit. But wait a sec. Why is she making me feel guilty in front of a group of strangers? How dare her? I know the scam. Charities. What's that? UNICEF? Ha! You know what? 90% of it goes to administration costs. All right? All right? Bunch of people in Africa are starving to death. Well, this asshole's topping up his Ferrari. Some CEO. What? Fuck you, UNICEF. I'd rather give my money to somebody who needs it. Somebody who needs it, you know? Like that street person right there that I just walked past because I don't give a shit. Because I'm selfish, I'm an asshole, and all I'm thinking about is my comedy special while this guy's starving to death. Look at that street guy. Oh, I feel bad for him. He's got a 3-legged dog too, that's depressing. But why do you have a dog, you fucking idiot? Alright? Maybe that's why you're homeless, you make bad decisions. You don't see me blowing my rent money on a giraffe. Alright? Fucking get your shit together. Plus, if I give you money, you're just going to spend it on drugs or alcohol. You're just going to spend it on drugs or alcohol, even though I'm on my way to a bar right now to drink and do drugs with my friend. Oh my God. Oh fuck. I get to sleep in a warm bed while this guy freezes on the street. And I bet the only reason that dog has 3 legs is because he was so starving that he had to eat a piece of it. Oh my God. I should really eat this Snickers because, you know what? You're not you when you're hungry. That's the weirdest commercial break I've ever seen in my life. Sometimes I feel guilty for things I haven't even done. You know, let's just say you're at a restaurant and there's a cute server and she's smiling at you and you think, is she into me? Or is she just doing her job? Is she a waitress or is she a woman? Does she want a tip or does she want a tip? I don't know. Oh, I hope she's just doing her job because I got a girlfriend, and I don't want to cheat on my girlfriend, because I love my girlfriend, and I don't want to jeopardize that by just because some cute waitress is into me. I hope she's not into me. But if she's into me, I'm going to cheat on my girlfriend, because she's hot. Yeah, and my penis is an asshole. All right? And as soon as I come, I'm going to start crying with grief and guilt. All right? because I'm a bad liar. And my girlfriend's gonna see the tears. Oh, I can picture the scenario. She's like, did you cheat on me? And I'll be like, I didn't. She's gonna leave me. Oh, this is fucking terrible. And then the waitress is like, hi, my name is Stephanie. Could I take your order? You're like, yeah, Stephanie. How about a nice plate of beat it, you home wrecking bitch? You trying to ruin my relationship? Oh, I feel so guilty. I should tip her at least 30%. I really overreacted. Oh, you're trying to get the 30%. Ah, nice one, Stephanie. I think the reason I feel guilty a lot is because I think my mom instilled a lot of guilt in me. I love my mom. My mom's a great person. But my mom is, she loves giving me guilt trips. My mom's so good at giving me guilt trips, she'll make me feel guilty for things I've done in the future. Preemptive guilt. I don't know if you have that same kind of mother. She'd be like, you're going to Australia? Oh, God, it gets up to 40 degrees there. You got to remember to wear your sunscreen. Yeah, I will, Mom. Promise me you'll wear your sunscreen. Yeah, I promise. Promise me you'll wear your sunscreen. I promise, Mom. I bet you won't. Mom, my skin knows the temperature. I know what I'm doing. They all drink like fishes down there. You gotta try to keep your alcohol intake to a moderate level, okay? Only have 2 or 3 drinks a night tops, okay? Yeah, Mom. Promise me. I promise. I bet you won't. Mom, I'm 38 years old. I don't care how old you are. You'll always be my baby. I was in labor with you for 33 hours. The doctor had to cut me open and yank you out because you're such a stubborn little shit. Then he was gonna cut your foreskin. I'm like, you're not gonna cut my babies, will you, butcher? You're uncircumcised, so if you bring home a hot take, you better remember to wash your penis. But I bet you won't. Way too much information. Talking about your mother and your uncircumcised penis in the same sentence. You're creepy. One time, I felt the biggest sense of guilt, stress, anxiety, second-guessing myself, all rolled into one a few years ago. I've never had an experience like this, and I'm sure a lot of you haven't either. I was in England, and I was at a comedy show, and it was a really fun night. And at the end of the show, this beautiful black girl with a posh English accent in London was like, do you want to have a glass of champagne? I thought she was so exotic. I'm like, absolutely. She's like, do you want to come out to my flat for a bottle of champagne? I'm like, yeah. So we go to her place, have some champagne. Things are going good. We start making out. My mind's like, don't fuck this up. I'm like, yeah, look, whatever, I got this. Everything's going good. But then something happened, and I don't know what the right thing to do is to this day. She's like, I just have to go to the loo. I'm like, no problem. But before I come back, I just want to be honest with you. About a year and a half ago, I used to be a man. I had a post-op. Talk to you soon. Gonna take what the fuck? I don't know if any of you strangers have experienced that, let alone admitted it to other strangers with a bunch of cameras and a spotlight. But my mind is going 2 places. One side of my mind is like, what are you gonna do, Byron? What are you gonna do? If you leave, that means you're homophobic. It means you're transphobic. She's black, that means you're racist too. What are you gonna do? I'm like, I guess I should stay. Well, now you're gay. You're either homophobic or you're gay. There's no middle ground. What are you gonna do? What do you do in a situation? I'll tell you what I did. I panicked and I called my mom. And my mom, she gave me a bunch of shit. She did. She was just like, well, were you attracted to her when you thought she was a woman? I'm like, well, yeah, I was. Well, she is a woman. All right, she used to be a man, but she's a woman now. And you don't need to judge something for what they used to be. We all have a past, and we don't need to be so judgmental about it. All right, you should have an open mind. You're just worried about what your misogynistic, dick joke-telling comedians' friends will think of you, aren't you? Oh, for God's sake, live a little. You come from a strong, open-minded, liberal, artistic household, and if you have any respect for yourself and me, you'll do your mother proud and you go to that he-she's room right now, but I bet you won't. No, I'm not going to tell you what happened. But what I will tell you is that, you know what? We're all our own person. And we all need to do what our heart and our mind tells us. All right? And at no time ever, all right, should you be peer pressured to have sex with a man to please your mother. Okay? Thank you. One person clapping. It always sounds weird when you hear one person clapping softly in a darkly lit room with other people. Sounds like somebody masturbating in a youth hostel bottom bunk. What's that sound, Gunter? Nothing. Go back to sleep. Y'all. For those of you not laughing, you're that guy. That last part I talked about, it's a touchy issue. Talking about transgender experiences and that, and it's really prevalent in the news right now, and it's a touchy subject to talk about. And I have nothing against people with transgender or whatever you are, and I think you should live and let live and do whatever you want if you're not hurting anybody, and I don't care, it's awesome. But I find, though, especially when it comes to comedy, that political correctness is kind of taken over. You know, sensitive fascism has become kind of a normal. Comics are being thrown into jail or being fined thousands of dollars just because some random person's feelings are hurt, and I think that's kind of bullshit. You know, because not only as a comedian do I need to make you laugh, which can be hard enough, but I also need to be a hypnotist and read every stranger's mind. And if I say something that unintentionally hurt one of your feelings and you were triggered, then I'm a terrible person reciting hate speech. And just to be safe, we should outlaw the alphabet because there's some hurtful words in those letters. But look, I'll give you some advice. If you think you're going to be offended, don't come to a comedy show. Don't walk down the street. Don't leave your house. Fucking die. All right? Because it's so subjective about what people get offended at. Because I could literally take a shit on stage right now. Most of you be offended. But a small minority of you would call me a genius, say it's modern art, and give me a government fucking grant. It's so weird though, because comedy and censorship, they have a weird marriage right now. Like, I was at this uptight corporate event, and the person who hired me said, before you perform, could you maybe not swear? I was like, no problem, I won't force that on people. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Speaking of forcing on people, don't do jokes about sexual assault. I'm like, no problem, could I do jokes about sexual consent? He's like, well, there's some people here that might not be getting laid, so I wouldn't do those either. Fabulous. Oh, speaking of fabulous, don't do any gay jokes. I'm like, all right, I have a bit about a quiche I just baked. Can I do that? Well, there's some people with dietary restrictions. You don't want to upset them. What if you piss off a vegan and he slaps you in the face? Not that it'll have any effect because he has no calcium in his bone strength. Can I mention the weather? This is a skin cancer fundraiser. Don't mention the sun. Jesus Christ! Oh, speaking of Jesus, don't mention the Bible. Some people haven't finished the book yet. Hashtag spoiler. Well, what can I mention? Well, everybody here is old and white, so racism is fine. Oh, and now you got offended just because I said racism. Isn't that ironic? You didn't get the bit at all. The cause is lost. You know what bugs me, though, is when people get offended on behalf of others who aren't even offended to begin with. It happens a lot. When I was doing that stuff about getting picked on from Asians, people get offended. They do. But Asian people, in my experience, disproportionately find it hilarious. But do you know who gets offended? White people on behalf of the Chinese people that thought it was funny. All the time, some Chinese people will laugh, and a white guy will be like, that's racist. And I'll be like, but the Chinese people are laughing. They don't know real racism. I know real racism, okay? Because I got a doctorate in human rights equality at the University of No Sense of Humor with a minor in quinoa. And that's racist. Then the Chinese guy jumps in front of him and is like, let me buy you a shot, you sound identical to my cousin Benson. And then the uptight fucking progressive hipster wanders out to get beard moisturizer, whatever the fuck he's gotta do. One guy said to me, you know what? It's racist when you do the Chinese voice. Because you never hear Chinese comedians make fun of how white people talk. I'd love to hear Chinese comedians make fun of how white people talk. It'd be like, you ever hear how white people talk? White people talk sounds so stupid. Every day, they're like, hey Gordy, hey Doug, let's drink some beer, smoke some pot, and not study for the piano recital. So stupid. Okay, the racism's working. One of my best friends is Chinese, and he took me to this thing called speed dating. Has anybody ever been to speed dating? Heard of it? It's a weird thing, speed dating. A lot of awkward people go to it. Speed dating's funny. You get a bunch of girls, you get a bunch of guys, you get 3 minutes to talk to each other, try to make a connection. My friend Raymond Chan, I know from high school, he's a bit socially awkward. He's very traditionally Chinese. He wears a suit. Every girl he's talking to, it's like he's applying for a wife. It's funny. I was eavesdropping, listening to him. Speed dating, it's hilarious. We'll just be like, oh, hello, nice to meet your acquaintance. Number 17, Vanessa. I am number 8, Raymond Chan. That is a very lucky number. Okay, oof. It's hard in here, oof. I am sweating like I did not study for piano class. Ooh, okay, we have 3 minutes to make a connection starting now. Let's begin the process. Okay, oof. Okay, okay, oof. My name is Raymond Chan. My hobbies include badminton, staring at concrete, and playing Pokemon Go for 8 hours a day. My turn-ons include holding hands and childbearing hips. My turn-offs include eye contact and women's opinions. So you have a nice body, but a bit of a wrinkled face. Are you what they call a cougar? Perhaps you want to come back to my parents' basement where I live for some wonton soup, bubble tea, and intercourse. I'm joking, we don't have to have wonton soup. I make joke to ease the tension of the situation. Ooh, women tell me a man who will sing is very sensual. Check out this canto pop love ballad. Are you moist from down below and ready to go? Oh baby. Women tell me a man with a sense of humor is very attractive. I have a joke for you. What has 2 thumbs, likes calculus, and blowjobs? This guy, Raymond Chan. Whatever. I know some of you are judging me, but you know what? Fuck you. I'm allowed to do that joke because my girlfriend is Japanese and she hates Chinese people. It's fine to be racist if you don't want it. I have a girlfriend right now. She's beautiful. Longest relationship in my life. She's beautiful. She's funny. She's talented. She is Japanese, which feels like sometimes I'm dating somebody from a different planet. I never know where I stand with her sometimes. And we have different cultural differences. Like when I make her laugh, she does this weird thing where she just violently slaps me. She's like, ah! And I'm like, I like making you laugh, but I can't handle this abuse. Bizarre. It's bizarre. Sometimes I think we're fighting when we're not even fighting. Because sometimes she'll get upset randomly. Like we were on holiday one time, and she lost a hairdryer. She lost her hairdryer. And I learned something very, very important, and that is, that was my fault. That was my fault. You guys know that in relationships? If she loses something, your fault. I didn't know that. Now I know. I didn't buy the hairdryer. I didn't pack the hairdryer. I didn't lose the hairdryer. I didn't even know the hairdryer existed, but she lost it, and now it's my fault because I don't know how to handle the emotional turmoil. And now I don't know what else she's gonna lose, and it scares me. I don't even know what else she owns. Sometimes I'll think we're fighting and we're not even fighting though. Sometimes we will, like, you know, like, I'll just be like, is she angry at me? Like, 'cause she looks pissed off. It's like, she must be pissed off. She must be pissed off. Oh, 'cause she's staring at me intensely. Oh, she hasn't said anything in 82 seconds. Is she angry? I mean, I know her mouth is full because she's eating cereal, but she's chewing aggressively. Oh, she must be pissed off. Oh, why is she pissed off though? Oh, it's because I got Shreddies and she wanted Cheerios. I'm an asshole. But wait, what the fuck? What, if you wanted Shreddies, why don't you buy Shreddies? Oh, I fucked this up. Oh, she's gonna leave me over cereal. Oh, fuck, I know it. Oh, where's she going? She's going to the shower? She's gonna wash off this relationship. Oh my God, I'm having a panic attack. She's gonna leave you. Fuck, this is terrible. She's gonna leave. Oh, she just laughed and grabbed my cock. Everything is fine. I'm an idiot. I don't know how to read women for shit. I need to see a psychologist, but I'm too poor. It's a weird thing dating somebody from Japan. It is. So there's some weird things. Well, I think, like, dead upset here? Turns out I'm just turning her on. I don't even fucking know sometimes. And one time she just grabbed me, and she looked pissed off. She just grabbed me after half a glass of wine, and she's like, Byron. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I want you to break into the aquarium and fuck me in front of giant tuna. And I gotta tell you, that was the first and only time my mind said to me, you know what, by comparison, you're pretty normal. I think I'm pretty normal for a fucked up person. I think in the stage, in the game, I got things sort of figured out-ish. I don't have much advice and still on you for mental health or life advice, but my biggest concern really is my parents. You know, they're getting a bit older and they're from a different generation. My biggest advice to you would be, don't be friends with your parents on Facebook, because that shit will get you into trouble. I don't know if anybody had a similar experience to this, but this one time, my mom freaked for something I didn't do. But I had a friend who posted a disgusting image on my Facebook wall, and my mom freaked out because she thought it looked like me. Apparently my friend did too, because she tagged my name in it. Anyway, this image, picture a field. And in this field, there's a man wearing women's negligee. And he's on his knees, sticking his cock into a tailpipe of a car. And my mom thought it was me. And it was just like, how can you do this? You think it's funny, it's disgusting. I'm like, what? Mom, that's not even me. I've seen enough. But then my mind is just like, your mother knows you better than you know yourself. Did I do something in my sleep? Fuck, I don't know. But before I convinced my mom it wasn't me, my dad unexpectedly jumped to my defense and was like, oh, who hasn't fucked a tailpipe lady? You told him to do this. You told him to have sex with a man. It's just like, I wanted him to be open-minded. That's how I raised him. You raised him to be a neurotic, guilt-ridden people-pleaser. He goes his whole life only trying to make other people happy. It's pathetic. Don't listen to your father. Promise me you won't go your whole life trying to make other people happy. I promise, Mom. I bet you won't. But despite the promise I made to my mother, I hope I made you happy tonight, and I thank you very much for coming. You guys have
I want to thank you all very much for coming to the show tonight. I hope you had a good time, and have a very good night.